Hi everyone. Today we're going to be going into email management, sending emails like a pro. So today we're going to be using Gmail. So if you have your Gmail, all you need to do is open your Chrome browser like so, and this is my Chrome browser. And we already have a shortcut for emails right here. So you can either go to your email through this place or you click on these 9 dots and you can see the email icon. So whichever one you prefer, just open your email like so. And we're going to learn how to send emails like a pro. Alright, so here it's our email and I'm going to be explaining the different icons. Okay, so this up here are labels. The primary, the promotions, the social, and the updates. They are different labels. And these are different categories of our mails. So based on the emails we received, Google automatically categorized them into different labels. Promotions, some of them go into social, while some go into updates. And you could move them into any label that you want. So first off, we have the search bar at the very top. So once you have your emails at any time, you have old emails, you can just come to the search bar and you can search for any email that you've received before. So once you click on the search bar, you can check for any old email that you have received. So I'm going to search for one and I'm searching for pass. And once I open it, I can just open it up. Okay, so that's the search bar to search for any email that you want. And next, I've talked about the labels, and this is our primary email. So I'm going to explain the different folders that we have. So we have the compose button. Now the compose button is used to send new emails. So I'm going to click on the compose. If you want to send a message, you click on compose. Now once you're here, you have the to, and that is the address bar where you put your recipients. So whoever you want to send your email to, you must have their email addresses and you put it in the address bar. So right here, I'm going to send this email to Nichotech. I'm going to write it like so, nichotechng@gmail.com. And whenever you write an email, it wants to add it to your contact list so that you don't need to type this email any other time you want to send them a message. So whenever you see it pop up like this, click on it because it automatically adds up to your contacts. So I'm going to click on it and it has been added to my contact. So next time I want to send Nichotech an email, I don't need to type it verbatim. Once I just start typing, it's going to bring it out. Okay, so every other recipient that you want to send an email to, all you need to do is just to type their email addresses right here. You type their email addresses right here. So I'm typing another email and it's going to be right here. Okay, I've added that to my contacts. Now the next thing we have the CC and the BCC. All right, so somebody will ask, what does CC mean and what does BCC mean? Now CC means carbon copy. CC is what? Carbon copy, and it's used to copy people who are going to be beneficiaries of this email, but they are not direct recipients. All right, so let's say you're working in a company and you want to send mails to members of a department, but you want to copy the external managers. You put their emails under copy. So CC means copy. So whoever you want to copy this mail to, but they are not direct recipients, you write their name under CC. And every recipient of this mail will see the people that were copied. Now the next one is BCC. Somebody will ask, what's the meaning of BCC? BCC means blind carbon copy. Blind carbon copy. Okay, so now blind carbon copy are for those people that you want to receive this email, but you want them to be confidential. People will not know that they received this email. So I'm going to put their name under BCC. So I'm going to put the name here. Next off, you have to put your subject, which is the title of your email. So the title of this email, I'm going to type holiday should be the title of this email. And then here is where we have the body of your letter. So you feel free to write what you want as the body of your letter. So you go ahead and paste the body of your letter that you want to type, okay? So next off, you can customize. I'm going to zoom this out so that you can see how we customize it. So this is the full screen for the editor. This is a full screen for the editor. All right. So that's a full screen for the editor. So once we are here, for what I wrote as the body of the letter, you can change the font size. So I can decide to change the font size. Here, let me just put my name here. So you can decide to change the font size, you can highlight, and you can change the font to whatever you want. You can change it to any font, so you can edit your email to make it look beautiful. You can increase the font size here. So this T enables you to increase the font size. You can make it bold, okay. Then this is to make it italic. You can underline it. So if maybe you're typing a title, let's say holiday vacation, let's say you want to title it. So I'm going to change the font of this. I don't want it to be bold, I don't want it to be italics. I can decide to underline it, okay. And now this is the text color. So here you can give your color your text a color. Let's see, that's the text color. Then we have our alignment. Right now it is left aligned. I can decide to align it to the center. I can decide to align it to the right, okay. But I'll prefer a centered alignment, or you can align to the right, whichever one you want. So I'm going to use a centered alignment. Then we have our bullets for our list. So in your email, if maybe you're writing a list, like, okay, we're going to be buying some stuff, you can decide to use numbers, or you can decide to use bullets. So you can change it to numbers, or you can change it to bullets. So you can customize your email to anything you want, okay. And this is our indent. Our indent is used to give paragraph spacing. So can you see, that's our indent for paragraph spacing, okay. And next off, you can decide to strike off a word. So I can just highlight this and strike. That's the strike through, all right. And then we go to, we're done with formatting, which is this one. Then this ring is for attachment. So if you're sending your email and you need to attach documents, all you need to do is just to attach an image or a document, and it's going to be attached to your email. So this ring is for attaching files, okay. So I'm going to wait for it to upload. Once it uploads, you have your attachment. So you could be asked to attach documents, files, images. All you need to do is to click on this ring. The next one is inserting a link, okay. So if you want to insert a link, all you need to do is to click on this insert link, and you have the option of giving your link a title. So let me say my link is email. The title of the link is email. Right here you can just copy the link and paste it over there. So I'm going to paste my link here and apply. So that's how to insert a link. It's called a hyperlink. So once you hover, you can see your link. You can either change it or you can remove it entirely. So that's how to insert a link. And in your email, you can insert emojis. You can insert emojis in your email. You can insert emojis. Mind you, I'm using a desktop, okay? So some of these options are not available on mobile, but on mobile you can attach, all right? You can insert files from your drive. You can insert an image directly. That's not attachment this time around, just to insert an image directly. So you can insert an image directly, either from your drive or from Google Photos. So I'm going to insert this image right there. So you can insert an image directly. Can you see? When you insert an image, it's different from when you attach. Okay, so insert an image directly will just show up like this, but if you attach, it's going to be attached to the mail. Okay, and next off we have our signature, which is a very important point. So if you want to have a customized signature to your email that appears at the end of your email every time, this is where you do it. So I'm going to click on signature. Because I don't have any one for now, I'll go to manage signatures. So you click on manage signatures and it will open up your settings. I'm going to minimize the editor. It will open up your settings and see signature here. So if you want to create a new signature, just your title, your phone number, you need to give your signature a title. Alright, so you can create multiple signatures. So for this signature, I'm going to create it as business, and I'm creating it. Okay, so now that I've created the signature business, I'll edit what I want to be this signature. So I want it to be like Enakeno, and I can put Nichotech, and I will add my phone number. So that's the signature I want to always appear anytime I'm sending emails. Okay, so once I'm done, I'm going to select for new emails, please they should use business signature. You can create multiple signatures. Okay, also when I'm replying emails, they should use this business signature, and I'll say insert signature before the quoted text. I'll respond to this. Then you go down and save changes. Once I click on save changes, my signature has been created. So I'll go back to my editor. Right? So if I create a new email, you're going to see my signature. So now I want to select signature. Let me maximize, and I'm going to click on signature, manage signatures, and I can add it up. Alright, so it's going to be added right here. So once we are done, we can now send our email. So I'm going to click on send, and it's going to send to everybody. So that's how to send a professional email. Let's go back to our compose. Once I click on the compose, can you see my signature here? So it's going to appear on any mail I send. So that's how to create a signature. Next off, we're going to explain the different folders. So for the folders, anytime you receive a new email, just go to inbox. If you want to check your emails, go to inbox and you're going to see them. Remember, I sent this email to myself, so you're going to see it here. All right. Then next for stirred. Stirred is for emails that are favorites. Okay, so let me go back to my inbox. If I click on this star and I make this like a favorite email, once you go to stirred, you're going to see it right there. So stirred are for favorite emails. Now snoozed is a folder for emails that you don't want to be receiving notifications. Okay, you don't want to be receiving notifications. Then under sent emails, they are all the emails that you have sent out. So can you see I just sent out an email, so it's going to be under my sent folder. Then for drafts are for emails that you composed but you did not send out. So let's go back to our compose and just practice that. So let's say I'm sending this to Nichotech again, and I started, and let's say we'll say practice is a subject, and I didn't finish sending this email, I just left it. It's going to be saved as drafts. Can you see? It's under drafts. All right. So next off, we're going to go into more folders, and I'm going to explain the spam folder. Now the spam folder are for emails that are categorized as junk emails. So sometimes whenever an email comes, the email might fall into a spam. So the service provider might think that this is a spam email and they can drop it under spam. So most times when you are expecting an email and you don't receive it, please go to your spam folder. You might find it there. Then any email you receive and you think they are junk emails, you don't like them. For example, I can just do this email as Keda's Enterprise. I want to categorize it as a spam. Okay, so I'm going to click report spam. So it's going to be categorized as a spam email. So anytime I receive an email from this particular person, it's going to go into my spam folder. So you can categorize an email as spam. Can you see it right here? You can categorize that spam. Then if you receive an email and it goes into the spam folder, you can also restore it back. All right, you can report as not spam and it will go back to your inbox. All right. Next up, we're going to talk about labels. Remember, I told you we have labels. Those are these labels at the top. Primary, promotion, social, there are different labels. You can also create more labels for yourself. Okay, so if I click on this plus sign, I can create a special new label and just name it shopping. So it's just a group, how you want to categorize some of your emails. So if I come here, I can decide to tag this email from Gemini. I can decide to say, let me send it to shopping. Okay, so you just come to more. You come to more and you say label as shopping. So anytime I get an email from Gemini, it's going to go into the category word shopping. Okay, so that's how to create labels. I hope this video was useful and now you can send emails professionally. Please do well to subscribe to our channel so you can get more videos. Thank you for watching this tutorial.